Okay, I tried to film this yesterday and I did. I got most of the way through and forgot to take beginning photos and whatnot. So, doing it all over again. I'm going to do a wear test with the, where's the foundation? Urban Decay Naked Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation, up to 24-hour wear. Liquid, which is flexible, breathable, real skin, matte finish, medium buildable coverage, does not transfer, minimizes the appearance of pores, stay true color, waterproof, vegan formula, does not contain animal derived ingredients or byproduct. With this, I am going to put it on my little plate. I'm going to do 2 pumps. Yesterday, when I put it on, I did 2 pumps. And I was going to do one side with the sponge and the other side with a brush. That was not a good idea. Because 1, the sponge soaked up too much, and 2 pumps, I had to do 1 more. So, anywho. I'm going to use my Royal and Lang Nickel Complexion Brush, BMD 185. And I believe I got this from Walmart. So I'm going to dab it in there like that. And yesterday when I did this, I forgot to put primer on my face because I was so excited to use it that I ended up just setting my face like I normally do with just, I do my NARS under my eyes or to conceal some of the darkness on my eyes. And, and I set it with, the Fenty hazelnut powder. All right, so 2 pumps was all I really needed. Like I said, I don't put that much on my forehead because my hair is always covering that up. So I'm going to use my Fenty concealer. All right, now I'm going to take my Age Rewind by Maybelline in the shade Deep Bronze. And I'm going to do a little contour, not much. I'm going to add a little bit more here. And actually, I might do my Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape as well. I'm going to take my Fenty in Honey, and I'm going to set all of my under eye, and I'm going to use that same little beauty blender because it's smaller and it can get into the spots that I want to get into. Make sure I try to get into those creases so they don't set with crease lines. There. The time is now 3:37, so I'm gonna wear. I was interrupted by my husband. He called, but I have some starting point pictures, and like I said, it's 3:37, or it was 3:37 when I started saying this. But I will come back later and I will give you an update on how I am liking this foundation so far. It says it's 24-hour wear, water resistant, sweat resistant, does not transfer, minimizes the appearance of pores, stay true color, waterproof, vegan formula, does not contain animal derived ingredients or byproducts. I read that at the beginning, but I figured let you know that this is what it is. And as far as waterproof, maybe towards the end I will see if that is true, because right now a bitch is not trying to ruin this face because it looks really good. Today I'm having a good face day, and the hair is doing what it's supposed to. Thank you, hair. So I will see you later and give you an update. Okay, see you later. Oh, I was gonna say the shade I have is in 70 NN, which is let's see, neutral master tone, neutral undertone, dark shade intensity. Okay, the dark shade intensity is the number, which is 70. The neutral master tone is the first N, and neutral undertone is the second N. So I am a neutral girl, so I look good in gold and silver. Okay, so I will put it. Hello, I'm back. The time is now 9:39, so it's been about 6 hours. Yes. And let me tell you, I'm not having any issues whatsoever as far as for oily spots. If you're thinking this is shiny, it's not. It's just the highlighter, because you know I went a little overboard on the highlighter. So I mean, 6 hours of wear. I went out and ate. We went to B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings, and I ate some chicken and some buffalo chips, and only thing that's not left is my lip gloss. I mean, I don't know if you can see this right now looking at this foundation. It is still matte. I mean, it's a little, no, I don't want to say a little, because like, look right here, that's the actual highlighter, not the actual foundation coming off or getting oily. And because usually right around my nose, on the tip of my nose sometimes, and my forehead is where you would see the actual foundation doing what it ain't supposed to be doing. All right, so it's been 6 hours, 6 hours, and usually by hour 3 on a regular foundation, even with powdering and everything like that, I'm already oily in this area, the nose area. Nothing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, oh Lord, hold on, let me get a for real towel, because I ain't trying to mess up my white shirt. And you know, it says, Dear Santa, I tried. I sure did. Okay. Now, it says, where's the box? It says it is transfer resist. Wait. Does not transfer. Transfer proof. Now, if I do this here, let me see what happens. Hold the hell up. Y'all see that? That right there came from the second time I pressed on it. Oh my God. Okay. Now, my mascara is probably not waterproof. And that. So, what does that look like to you guys? I mean, because you know, like, you can tell when something's not waterproof. When you start crying, you'll see, you know, the teardrop trail. And I do not see that. Okay, wait a minute. Did you see that? I saw that. Hold on. You know, I'm trying to keep this as neat as possible. I do believe what little bit of color you see coming from the water is from the setting powder that I use, which this is the Fenty Honey, and I used my Estee Lauder Double Wear powder. Let me see, what is it? Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Matte Powder. And that as well is, I don't know if it's transfer proof, but it's supposed to stay in place. Okay. And my mascara is not waterproof, and neither is my eyeshadow. But I mean, bitch, when this shit dries, hold on, let me see what happened. I was using this thing to spam my face earlier. Winner, chicken dinner. Now my blush, contouring, all that stuff was not water resistant, waterproof. The foundation is the only thing that I am checking for. I mean, you could tell a little bit right here has come off. But for the most part, I mean, because look at my forehead. Now, my forehead doesn't have as much makeup on it because, you know, I told you I don't put a lot on my forehead because my hair is usually right on my forehead. So, bitch. Okay. Try it on this side. So, I'm going to give this an A+, and this will be... I need to hop back on here, one, because I need you to take a look at what happened after my face dried when I put the water, when I sprayed the water on it. It was almost like it refreshed it and made it just do what it did from the beginning. So, sprayed my face, and look at it. It's like when I sprayed it, it almost like it reactivated something and made it just set all over again to like it did when at 3:37 when I did this. So, I mean, I'm about to take my makeup off. So I just wanted to hop back on here and say that this makeup looks amazeballs. Okay. This foundation is going to be one of my top two. And the number one spot is not the Revlon. Put it like that. Okay. All right. Bye.